In preparation of Punisher One Last Kill releasing next week, I decided to watch Jon Bernthal's The Punisher series on Disney Plus, and I have a lot of thoughts about season 1. Specifically, I've not gotten to season 2 yet. First of all, I just love the way this show handles Frank Castle. He really feels like a troubled soul, especially with them opening a lot of the episodes of him just thinking about his family and dreaming about them. Even when he's about to die, he dreams about his wife. And it's just really sad. Although Jon Bernthal doesn't really play the physical version of the Punisher to the best that he could, he really plays the psychotic, sad, depressed, and traumatized version of him really well, and not a lot of people give him enough credit for that. Another thing that this show does great is the character of Micro. I really do hope he returns in season 2 or in some capacity because his character is really interesting. He's played by Ebon Moss-Bachrach, who is actually the Thing in the MCU currently, and he just does such a good job at playing this character. And he has such a great relationship with Frank. Their dynamic is one of my favorite dynamics in the MCU because it's just so entertaining to watch. A plotline that really had me hooked in was Micro and his family. Frank having to go over there, deal with stuff in place of Micro since he is supposed to be dead. The stuff with the family was really interesting, and I really felt bad for Micro because he was just watching his family via cameras and he couldn't be with them. I'm so happy that he did finally reunite with his family in the last 2 episodes, which were great episodes, by the way. Another great side character they introduce us to is the cop Madani. At first, I was not sure about her character, but towards the middle of the show, I started really liking her and getting invested into her plot lines, especially with the relationship she has with, spoiler alert, the main villain of this season. I hope they bring him back for next season because he is truly amazing, and if they don't, I hope they at least bring him back in the MCU down the line. Billy Russo, who's played by Ben Barnes, he does a great job. Literally, I did not see that twist coming. Watching the show, I thought he was just a side cop, just for gags. I didn't see his reveal to be a bad guy coming. This was the first time in a while I was surprised by a plot twist like that. The writing on the show is honestly so well, like Madani being interested in Frank because he saved her life. It really is well, and nothing feels forced. Like, the characters feel natural for wanting to discover whether Frank Castle's really alive. The show's writing is just so airtight and really good. Honestly, the writers this season are doing such a great job. Although the writing hasn't reached the peaks of Daredevil yet, hopefully season 2 is better. It's still truly amazing and some of the best Marvel TV show content we've gotten. Another thing that I loved was the inclusion of Karen Page. I think she's in 4 episodes this season, but including her really shows how connected this universe is, and it feels like Daredevil could show up at one point. Foggy Nelson could show up at one point. This series honestly feels so connected with the other MCU projects, which is really something I've been missing. Like, they're all in New York. Karen Page is going to show up. Her boss is going to show up. I just was really missing this level of connectivity in the MCU, and it's nice to know that they had this back in 2017 with the Netflix shows. Another thing to love about this show is the action. It's honestly really good and really brutal. A lot of scenes, especially in the last episodes, had me just so shocked that they were going to go that far. Even though it's not as graphic as, let's say, what happens in the finale of Daredevil Born Again, it's still a really traumatizing scene, like Frank running Billy's face through glass and you just hear the noise of his face just getting absolutely destroyed by the glass. They really did great with the violence here and captured the brutal world of the Punisher really well. One of my few problems with this show is that they're not really building towards anything. And I do think that the plot lines could have had a lot more connectivity and it would be a lot higher in my rating. But other than that, it's really good, and I can't wait to see if season 2 is better than this. I've seen a lot of people say it's better. I've seen some people say it's worse. So I really can't wait to form my opinion on it. I'd give the season an 8 out of 10. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments. and let me know how excited you are for Punisher One Last Kill releasing in a few days.